Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WD Broadcasting Network. Tonight we are with the Leave the Pack Street Stock Showdown at the USA International Speedway, the biggest track on our schedule. Race 8 of 10 for the Street Stocks. We're getting close to the end of the season. Only a couple races left here with this division in Season 2. And these drivers are beginning their qualifying efforts now. We'll get the timing tower up on the left side of our screen. We'll fix that so it's a little bit more visible for everybody. There we go. Connor Baker in the number 7 machine on track right now on screen, making his first start of the season. Second start of this season with the Leave the Pack Street Stock Showdown. As Brian Grable goes to the top of the board in the 22 machine. Your winner on Monday night here at the USA International Speedway. So he's got something figured out. If you look at the lap times, very close throughout the field. As Connor Baker works around turns 3 and 4 to complete his final lap. The checkered flag out right there. 12th quick for the number 7 machine. Carter Hollingsworth in the number 28. Has a couple Street Stock Showdown victories. Or one Street Stock Showdown victory, I should say. Hollingsworth on lap number 3 goes 6th quick. Chris Smith in the 80 machine. Jumps up to the 3rd spot on his first lap. We'll see what he can do down the back straightaway. And it looks like that will be it for qualifying. The time limit ran out. There is a 3-minute qualifying session in Street Stocks compared to the 5 minutes that we're used to seeing. And we'll look at our qualifying results here. And we'll talk to our fast qualifier, Brian Grable, and see what he's thinking going into tonight's race at the USA International Speedway. Brian Grable up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, you won at USA on Monday night in the modified division. You're on pole here tonight. We've got 50 laps coming up. What's it going to take to get this 22 machine back to victory lane?
I think it's going to be all about being patient and just trying to find a way to get these guys up off the corner. You know, we got pretty long straightaways here. That's what won me Monday night, was my ability to get up off the corner. So I think as long as I'm able to get up off the corner good and get a couple people's inside, I should find my way up front pretty quick. But, you know, I got a lot of tough guys to get around here. I don't know what the invert was. Invert of 5. So, you know, I got to get around Heatman, and then you know, last time I ran a street stock race, I got stuck behind Godfrey, and he ended up winning, and I got P2, so maybe I'll be able to get around him tonight if he's still up front.
Yeah, Godfrey going to be on the pole after the redraw here tonight. He won last week. Let's see if you can get him back here tonight, Brian. Nonetheless, congratulations on the pole. Good luck to you. Hopefully we can talk to you later on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Austin Godfrey in the 1 machine. You can see right there the 5th spot. Grable mentioned the redraw was a 5. Last week, Godfrey started on the pole after qualifying quick time, went on to win that race. We'll see what he's thinking heading into tonight's 50-lap main event. Austin Godfrey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, last week qualified on pole. There was no invert at Nashville Fairgrounds. The 1 machine sat on pole, and you led all 50 laps en route to your first Street Stock Showdown victory. Tonight, the story's a little bit different. Qualified in the 5th spot, but the redraw was a 5, so you're going to be on the pole in the number 1 once again. What can you do to keep it there for all 50 laps?
Well, I'm not feeling too good in practice, so just looking to just try to learn how to stay smooth and find my line and just learn to stay smooth.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to be smooth. Long straightaways here. A lot of momentum is going to need to be kept throughout the corners, but you got about a minute left here on the grid. We'll let you get all ready to go and get your final preparations done for this 50-lap main event, but we wish you luck, and hopefully we can talk to you later on.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That was your pole sitter here tonight after the redraw of 5. And now we'll look at our starting lineup here tonight in the Leave the Pack Street Stock Showdown. Austin Godfrey on the pole in the 47 Speed Shop number 1. Then it'll be Brandon Elvis in the number 54 machine to his outside. Your points leader coming into tonight. Chris Smith in the 80 will start third on the bottom of row number 2. Mark Keeteman to his outside in the number 2 machine. Ryan Gravel will start at the bottom of row number 3 in the 22. Your fast qualifier here tonight. Then it'll be James Pileski to his outside in the 93. Row number 4 on the bottom, it's going to be Carter Hollingsworth in the 28 machine. Then Zach Murphy in the 29 will start in the 8th spot to his outside. Trey Ashworth will roll off from the 9th position here tonight in the 8 car. And in the 9 car, it's going to be Brandon Kelly starting 10th. And back behind them, rounding out our field, it's going to be Logan Drumheller in the number 5 machine starting in the 11th spot. Then it'll be Jeremy Queener in the 92 starting from the 12th position. Connor Baker in the number 7 will roll off 13th. Then Drew Mason rounds out your field in the 14th spot. I believe Brady Cox may have gotten in the session very late. He's going to start from the rear. And he may start a lap down, but we'll see what happens as the pace car drops to the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. And it's going to be in the hands of Austin Godfrey and Brandon Elvis. And the green flag is up. The green flag is out. We are underway here at USA. Into turns 1 and 2 for the first time. Chris Smith a little bit sideways in the 80 machine, but down the back straightaway, it's going to be Austin Godfrey taking the early advantage. Mark Keeteman to the inside in the number 2 machine, trying to take over the 2nd spot. Leader of lap number 1, going to be Austin Godfrey in the number 1 machine. Brady Cox in the 76 making his way out of pit road. He'll be a lap down, but he is on the racetrack and in the lucky dog spot right now. We'll see if he can have a good run as, Carter Hollingsworth in the 28 machine. Trouble for the 28 of Hollingsworth. Not sure what happened. He was running in the 7th spot behind Chris Smith, and it looks like he got sideways there. And around he went. The caution flag came out, and I think he disconnected. Tough break for Carter Hollingsworth. His famous thing in Discord is the Alt F4. We'll see it right here once he spins out, got loose up off the corner, tried to keep it in the right direction, and boom, disconnection. Carter's pretty famous for that, especially when we're in hosted races, just goofing around. But a tough break for Hollingsworth early, lap number 4. We are under caution for the first time here tonight. One person that is happy to see that is Brady Cox in the 76. He will be getting the lucky dog here as he drives around the outside of the field. And he'll be back up on the lead lap after joining in fairly late. He was the hard charger last night at the Hickory Motor Speedway, passed 14 cars in the A feature. If he were to pass 14 cars here tonight, he would go to victory lane. So if he can repeat last night's performance in 45 laps here at USA, he would, in theory, go to victory lane. Well, keep an eye on Brady Cox in the number 76 machine. So he'll be back up on the lead lap here. The field gets the 1 to go signal. And Austin Godfrey will bring Mark Keeteman, Brandon Elvis, and James Pileski to green, your top 4. And we will be single file on this start. They did not get a full lap in. As we work our way into turns 3 and 4, they'll wait for the restart zone. We make our way into the zone, and we're back underway. Austin Godfrey gets a good start there in the one machine, but he's got Mark Keedeman all over the back bumper into turns 1 and 2. Everybody in a single file line down the back straightaway they go. Mark Keedeman all over the back bumper of the one machine. Numbers 1 and 2 are 1 and 2 on track. We bring it back to lap number 7. The battle for the third spot, Brandon Elvis, James Pileski. Those two have had a rough going recently in the Leave the Pack iRacing League. They always seem to find each other on the racetrack, and right there, James Pileski pulls the move to the bottom side. He wants the third spot, and he wants it now. As Zach Murphy and Brian Grable, ooh, they make contact. Murphy up the racetrack in the 29. Was trying to get down in front of that 22 machine, and Grable said, nope, not just yet. And Murphy going to go back to the 7th spot, battling with Trey Ashworth for position there. But back up front, James Pileski able to take that third spot. Up front, though, for your race lead, Mark Keedeman to the inside. Mark Keedeman to the inside of your race leader, Austin Godfrey. They battle down into turns 1 and 2. They're side by side heading down the back straightaway, and it looks like Mark Keedeman will be just about clear heading into turns 3 and 4. And Keedeman will lead across the line on lap number 10. Give Mark Keedeman the race lead, and it's been a while for Mark Keedeman since he last went to victory lane in the Street Stock Showdown. He's had a lot of speed, had a lot of top 5 finishes so far this season. Mark Keedeman with 2 top 5 finishes and 2 top 10s as well, or sorry, 4 top 10s. So Keedeman's been up front, but August 14th was the last time the 2 machine went to victory lane. As here comes Austin Godfrey back to the bottom, not done fighting for that top spot.
Caution, yellow flag.
As Brandon Elvis around on the back straightaway. What happened to the 54? We were watching the battle for the lead, and him and James Pileski were battling for the 4th spot. We'll see what happened. Brandon Elvis underneath. Up the racetrack they went. And Pileski down the track. Not happy about what happened in turns 1 and 2. We'll try to rewind just a little bit to see the contact. Elvis to the inside, poked the nose underneath. And then we'll try to get a better look at this. You see the 93, obviously not happy about that one. We'll try and go get one more look at that on board with the 54 machine. We'll go back a little bit to try and see that contact down into the corner. Yeah, Pileski right there. Want one more camera view at this. Just to go back a little bit. We'll see down into the corner what Brandon Elvis was trying to get in. Yeah, just slightly into the left rear. And then again up off the corner. Pileski not happy about that one. And gave him the boot off the corner. Mark Keedeman gonna remain the race leader. We are 14 laps into this one. Mark Keedeman trying to pick up his 2nd career Street Stock Showdown victory. Him and Brandon Elvis are tied for all-time Leave the Pack iRacing League wins after Elvis's victory last night at Hickory. And it's been proven that it's pretty tough to win here in Leave the Pack. There have been a lot of drivers that have a lot of starts here in the Leave the Pack iRacing League that have not gotten that first victory. A couple drivers this season that picked up their first wins. Chris Smith in the 80 machine went to victory lane for the first time back at I believe, the South Boston Speedway, or actually the Indianapolis Raceway Park for the Street Stocks. He's got 2 wins this season in the Street Stock Showdown division. Smith right now sitting in the 4th spot. Let's see what he can do on this restart, as it'll be Mark Keteman and Austin Godfrey creeping through the restart zone. We're back underway. A good start there from both drivers. They're going to be dead even at the line. Your front 4, 2 by 2 down into the corner. It looks like Keteman will pull ahead for now. Down the back straightaway, Mark Keteman's going to be clear for the top spot. Here comes Brian Gravel, your fast qualifier, fighting for 3rd, or for 2nd rather.
Caution, yellow flag.
As the caution flag flies, Brady Cox around in the 76. Brady Cox was running behind Brandon Kelly in the 8th spot right there. And we'll watch what happened going down into the corner. And Connor Baker in the 7 machine just up the racetrack and into Brady Cox. And around they went, under caution for the 3rd time here tonight. As Connor Baker going to the rear after that one. That'll put him and Brady Cox to the back. We are 18 laps into this one. Mark Keteman continuing to show the way. It was a really good restart from all of your top 4. There's not enough time to really get everything settled in there. As this time by, the field will get the 1 to go signal, and we'll send him back green right here. One to go signal given to these drivers, and I believe we will be going single file. The field works their way down into turns 3 and 4. We're gonna send them back green with 30 laps to go. Keteman, Godfrey, and Grable, your top 3 through the restart zone. We're back underway here at USA. Godfrey to the bottom side in the 1 machine, trying to get back around Mark Keteman as they work down into turns 3 and 4. Single file up off the corner. Brandon Elvis trying to work his way back forward. Underneath Brandon Kelly. That's the battle right there for the 7th spot on the racetrack. Elvis's back bumper a little bit smushed in after the incident earlier on with James Pileski. It looks like he will take the spot. Here comes Logan Drumheller in the 5. Trying to peek a nose underneath as well. James Pileski missing a front bumper after that incident earlier on. Pileski right now running in the 10th spot. Just shy of halfway. A couple cars into the outside wall right there. As up front, your top 4 under a blanket down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Everybody lined up bumper to bumper right there through the center of the corner. Keteman leads by just a 1/10 of a second. He's got all kinds of company back behind him. And this is the thing about USA, is everybody's so similar on time, and in these street stocks, everything's so momentum based that you kind of get built up in a pack like this, and it's very hard to make a move. But surely the first person that gets shuffled out of line is not going to be going forward. It's going to be very hard to make ground on that outside lane. As Godfrey into the back bumper of Kedeman a little bit there. You saw him kind of get out of the gas once he was in the back bumper, and you saw the stack up that happened. Gravel actually under pressure now from Chris Smith, all because of that stack up through the center of the corner, and that's how quick it can happen here. As we are halfway here at the USA International Speedway. 25 laps in, 25 to go. Mark Kedeman still your race leader, but Austin Godfrey is right there challenging. Just waiting for the right moment. As, oh, Chris Smith, hard hit up the racetrack. Big time contact. The caution flag does not fly as Smith brings that car to rest on the front straightaway. And I believe he's going to call it a night. A huge hit into the outside wall. We're going to take a quick look at what happened while we're green. We'll go back a little bit here. Or try to, at least, I should say. Down into the corner, Gravel got to the inside, or thought he did, and oh, a massive hit into the outside wall for Chris Smith. And he is going to be out of this one. Scored in the 13th spot right now. Gravel thought he had an opening to the bottom. Just did not quite have enough, and Smith tried to shut the door. And got sideways and just could not hang on to that race car. And here comes Austin Godfrey to the bottom for the top spot. There's a little bit of contact there. Kedeman up the racetrack a little bit. Looks like he'll hang on for now, but Godfrey's still going to be there on the entry of turns 1 and 2. 21 laps to go, and the battle is once again on for the race lead. Mark Kedeman in the 2, Austin Godfrey in the 1. So close on each other's doors through the center of the corner right there. This time by, it'll be 20 laps to go. 20 more times around here at the USA International Speedway, and we've got a race on our hands here, folks. Godfrey down low, trying to make the bottom side work. Kedeman doing a good job holding that top lane. They've got some breathing room back to Brian Gravel, about 0.6 of a second to the 3rd spot. But right now, your top 2 are side by side. A dead heat at the line that time. Give it to Kedeman by just a couple of inches. As they continue to battle down the back straightaway, Gravel in the 22 likes what he sees. This is going to give him a chance to get up to them. As I say that, Godfrey loose on the bottom side. That's going to allow Mark Kedeman to hang on to that top spot. And now Godfrey's going to have to defend that position from Brian Gravel. Mark Kedeman in the 2 does a good job holding on the outside lane. He'll keep the top spot for now. They come back around to 17 laps to go. Things starting to calm down for the top spot up here. But Brian Gravel in that 22 machine trying to get back up to the top spot. Your fast qualifier earlier this evening. He's passed 2 cars. He's got to pass 2 more in 16 laps as they get back around. 16 to go. We've got a battle for the race lead. 3 cars all up front. Your top 3 right there. We've got 15 to go. Kedeman hanging on for now. Godfrey's starting to look a little bit quicker. They were all running identical lap times that last time. As you look at the bottom of your screen, very, very close on lap 35. Gravel and Kedeman evenly matched. So we come back around.
The yellow flag is
Oh, and the caution flag flies. Brandon Kelly in the 9 machine. Down pit road, but had an accident on the front straightaway. Not sure what happened. Him and Brady Cox were battling for the 8th spot. It looked like Cox got into the left side door. Just an aggressive move on the bottom. And Kelly brought that car down to pit road as quickly as he could. But the caution flag flies here with 13 laps to go. Fourth caution flag of the evening. We'll be sending him back green inside of 10 laps to go, likely. Keteman was under a lot of pressure that last restart. This time, they'll be double file, so pressure is going to be on Austin Godfrey in the one machine to get a good start on that outside lane. Brian Gravel on the third spot, surely going to have to take advantage of this restart. As this time around, it'll be 11 laps to go. Keteman trying to pick up Street Stock Showdown win number 2. This season he's been pretty hot, but it's really only been in that Super Late Model division. Has 1 win in the Modified division this season. Hasn't picked up a victory in the Late Model series. Only 3 drivers have won in the Late Models this season. And as I was going through the stats earlier on today, I noticed one thing, and that was that Brandon Elvis in the 54 was the only driver in the Leave the Pack iRacing League to collect a victory in all 4 top divisions. Elvis, the only driver to go to victory lane in all 4 of the top premier divisions, the Street Stock Showdown, Leave the Pack Modified Series, Late Model Series, and Super Series. Actually, take that back. Elvis still looking for that super win. So still looking for somebody to win a race in all 4 divisions, but nonetheless, green flag is back out. We're back underway. 10 laps to go here at USA. A good start there from Austin Godfrey in the 1. What can he do on the top side as they work down the back straightaway? Everybody bunched up now. It's going to be a short little race to the line. Godfrey up the racetrack there in the 2nd spot. That's going to give the advantage to Keteman. Keteman gaining a couple car lengths down the front stretch. Now Zach Murphy and Brian Gravel battling for the 3rd spot. Murphy trying very hard on the outside lane. Gravel down low, trying to get that car out in front. Murphy holding him very tight up top. Just trying to keep the momentum forward in that 29. It's a little bit more door-to-door contact there. Down the back straightaway they go. Into turns 3 and 4. Look at Brandon Elvis working his way back up inside of the top 5. He's got Trey Ashworth looking to his inside. James Pileski right there as well. Elvis up top. Ashworth down low. Battling for that final spot in the top 5. Elvis doing a good job holding that outside lane. I thought it'd be pretty tough up on the outside, but it's actually looked pretty strong here tonight as Elvis still hanging on. They're about dead even down the back straightaway. We look up towards the front. Your top 2 starting to get pretty close. Godfrey starting to put the pressure on Mark Keteman here with 5 laps to go. The number 5 up in the air. 5 more laps here at the USA International Speedway. And Mark Keteman is trying to hang on to go back to victory lane in the street stocks. This battle for the 5th spot still pretty intense. Ashworth down low, Elvis up top. They're both sideways out of 4. Ashworth had to get out of the throttle right there to hang on to that race car, and that's going to give the spot to Elvis. As we look back up front, Mark Keteman a little bit loose there in the 2 machine. What does Austin Godfrey have left? 3 laps to go. 3 to go here at USA. Down into turns 1 and 2. Looks like Kiedemann is a little bit sideways, but he's still able to get that drive up off the corner, which is what you need here at USA with these long straightaways. But you see the drive into the corner that Godfrey has. He's got to get that car pointed up off if he wants a shot at it. And as I say that, the caution flag flies. Brady Cox around in the number 76. And we are not done yet. We're going to go into overtime here, folks. And we'll watch what happened down into turns 3 and 4. It looked like Pileski on the bottom side got loose underneath Brady Cox, and around went the 76. We'll watch it one more time. Down the back straightaway here. And you just see the correction there from James Pileski. And Kiedemann now going to have to defend one more time this race lead. Godfrey's been close. I don't think he's had the speed on the restarts that Kiedemann has. But what about Brian Gravel there in the 3rd spot? He could say something about this whole ordeal. As this time by, it'll be 2 to go. We'll have a green-white checkered finish ahead of us here as we get the 1 to go signal. And we're going to send him back green to 2 final laps. It all comes down to this. Your top 4 all right there. Zach Murphy up 5 spots from the 8th position. He'd love a podium. As they work down the back straightaway, Austin Godfrey and Mark Kiedemann. The battle is going to be on. We'll see what the 1 can do on this restart. The pressure is going to be on for sure as they work through turns 3 and 4. The pace car drops to the safety of pit road. Into the restart box they go. A good start there from both drivers. Godfrey going to be ahead at the line. As they work down into turns 1 and 2. Kiedemann gets a good jump there through the center of the corner. He'll lead down the back straightaway. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. White flag is waving one more final time around for Mark Kiedemann. What can Austin Godfrey do down into turns 1 and 2? He's trying to ride the apron of the track, get the best run up off the corner. Kiedemann's loose down the backstretch. Godfrey in the 1. Final time down into turns 3 and 4. Does he have anything left? Through the center of turns 3 and 4, the 1 machine is close. He's just about there, but it's going to be Mark Kiedemann. Mark Kiedemann wins at USA in the Street Stock Showdown. His first victory in the series since way back in August 14th of 2024 at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Kiedemann returns to victory lane here in the Street Stocks. Austin Godfrey 2nd, Brian Gravel 3rd. We're going to take a quick step away here on the WD Broadcasting Network, and we'll come back with a word from our top 3 finishers and wrap things up here at USA when we return. Be right back in just a moment. Alrighty, folks, we're back here on the WD Broadcasting Network. Going to grab a word from our top 3 finishers. Starting with our third place finisher here tonight, up in the broadcast booth, Brian Gravel, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, we talked to you earlier on. Fast qualifier, started in the 5th spot here tonight, ended up 3rd. It looked pretty tough to pass out there, but a podium spot isn't too bad.
Yes, sir. It ain't too bad, already been getting handed to me. Kind of felt bad what happened to Chris. I mean, I didn't really mean to get into him there. I mean, I was just all over the brakes. And he came down and just barely caught my nose, and to the outside wall he went. Felt bad for him. That was the end of his race. Felt bad for him there. But, just couldn't really get past anybody, man. It was hard to pass tonight, so I'll take my P3.
Yeah, definitely a good run for the 22. Who do you have to thank for a podium finish in race 1 of the evening?
I'd like to thank Oliver Motorsports, Champs Auto Care, Napa Auto Parts, Scrub Out Cancer, and K-Cars Race Cars, and you for putting this on every week.
Yes, sir. It's been fun. It's good to have you, Brian. Good run for you here in the street stock race. We wish you luck in race number 2 later on in the Super.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Alrighty, folks. That was your 3rd place finisher. Now to grab a word from our 2nd place finisher here tonight. Winner last week, 2nd tonight, Austin Godfrey up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, we talked to you earlier on, started on the pole here in the 1 machine. You battled with Mark Keedeman all race long, but it looked like he just had a little bit better drive off the corner and was able to pick up the victory here. But not too bad of a run. 2nd place for you, Austin. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. The cautions screwed my race up a couple times. I got past Mark on the backstretch, and then the caution came out. And then I did it again, the caution came out again. So, I don't know, good win to him. I mean, I feel pretty good. I mean, this is a clean race between me and Mark, so I feel pretty good. Good win to him.
Yeah, it was definitely a good battle between the two of you. You guys were side by side for quite some time. Not much contact, if any at all. But nonetheless, good run for the 1 machine in race number 1 of the evening. Who do you have to thank for a 2nd place run in the street stock race?
You for all you do. And bumping around on YouTube and 47 Speed Shop.
Alrighty, well, congratulations, Austin, on your 2nd place run here tonight, and we wish you luck in the Supers.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alright, now to talk to our winner here tonight, Mark Keedeman, returning to victory lane in the Street Stock Showdown. Mark Keedeman, you got a copy?
I do.
Alrighty, well, a return to victory in the street stocks. It's been a while. I looked back. August 14th of 2024 was the last time you picked up a victory in the street stock showdown. Finally back in victory lane. How do you feel after 50 laps at USA?
That was a long-ass 50 laps. That's all I got to say. We're at lap 28, and I looked down, seen 23 to go. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But no, it was fun. Godfrey ran a hell of a race with me, so I got to say thank you to him for racing me really clean. So that was a really good battle me and him had, especially when we were side by side for I don't know however many laps. That was a lot of fun. So congrats on his 2nd place run.
Yeah, you guys definitely had a good battle there. Throughout most of the race, you guys had pressure on each other the whole time, so kept each other honest. Good win for the 2 machine. Who do you have to thank for a win in race number 1 of the evening?
RKM Setup Shop, Justin Brooks Designs, Coleman Designs, Clive Power Equipment, Friesen Performance, K-Cars, Race Cars, Topsoil Landscapes, my friends and family that watch all the streams that you do, you, Wade, and everybody that puts this deal together for us.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun. Thank you for joining us here, Mark, and congratulations to you on a victory here at USA.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, that was your winner in race number 1 of the evening, Mark Keedeman. We'll get our results up on screen so you guys can get one last look at them and see where your driver finished. We'll get the feature results up on screen, not the qualifying results. That would be the right thing to do. You can see right there, Mark Keedeman, your winner. Austin Godfrey comes home 2nd. Brian Gravel 3rd. Zach Murphy 4th. Brandon Elvis recovers for a top 5 finish in the 54. Trey Ashworth comes home 6th. Logan Drumheller 7th. Brady Cox 8th. James Pileski comes home 9th. Jeremy Queener 10th. Connor Baker 11th. Brandon Kelly 12th. Chris Smith 13th. Carter Hollingsworth 14th, and Drew Mason rounds out your field in the 67. But that's going to do it for us here tonight in stream number 1 of the evening in the Street Stock Division. We will see you guys over on the other link on the WD Broadcasting Network YouTube channel for race number 2 of the evening with the Leave the Pack Super Series. So thank you guys for watching once again here with the Street Stock Showdown, and we will catch you guys over with the Supers. Your host, Winston Deal, signing it off. Peace out.